Okay, welcome into Takabola Gaming. My name is Takabola, and we have a new campaign here in Hearts of Iron 4 today. I have decided that the Germany campaign, I could invade the USSR, but really I want to try and learn to take some of the things that I've learned and continue them on. I haven't deleted that campaign. It may show back up at some point in the future, but for right now I want to see if I can continue to grow and continue to work, and that will mean a Italy campaign today, a new campaign. I considered a few other countries, but mainly I'm wanting to wait until I have enough money to get some more DLC, and that's likely going to be for a sale. But I do want to get the Together for Victory DLC with like the UK and the British Raj, things like that. And I also want to get Man the Guns, but I don't have Man the Guns either. So for now, it will be an Italy campaign, and our goal is just simply to survive. The first campaign I played was with Italy, and it didn't go overly well. So I am hopeful that I have learned from that campaign and will do better, and also maybe that Germany doesn't play poorly this time around, as they played pretty poorly last time. Of course, Italy is the only nation, I believe, in the game that starts off at war. Maybe something over here in China is at war already, but we are at war. We are at war with Ethiopia, and this is a war that you should win quickly, and I certainly plan to win quickly myself. But that is something to remember here. We'll get that all set up. And then, yeah, it has a lot of stuff to try and push around. If things go incredibly well, we could maybe, reform the Roman Empire or something like that. But I think that for right now, we're just going to focus on trying to win against the Allies when we have to fight the Allies. And likely we will have to fight the full Allies this time, as opposed to my Germany campaign, where I actually got to fight the Allies broken up, which I think was a major benefit. So I'm going to start by putting all of these in one army. That's 18 units. That's a lot of units. Okay. And I want these also in this army. Hey. There we go. And of these units, I want all of the Alpine units. Give me those. That seems not what I was after. But you guys go in that army. And this should be all the Alpine units. That's what we wanted. 24 units. So this is good. We're going to obviously set up 2 front lines against Ethiopia here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of these units on the front lines here. All of the Alpine units on the front lines here. And then everyone else should be only those 2, right? On this line. So this is 6 divisions, and that's 18, so that's everyone. That's good. Then I'm going to have these guys do most of the heavy lifting, obviously, and attack through the... No. Thank you. I want these units. Thank you. And then, well, you guys will also push north. If you can, push to there, but we'll see if that's something that's going to be able to happen. We need to get our planes involved. Most of the heavy lifting is going to be happening up here, so sure. I don't really want to destroy their industry if I can avoid it, so I won't. We are going to bring all of our navies up to Rome. Well, I guess not Rome. Let's move them to Sicily for reorganization. Come on, game. Thank you. Now then, we do have some planes here. A lot of planes, actually. And the thing is, we could... would have 8 too many planes. So actually, you guys fly down here. And we're going to have you go there and start doing air superiority as well. And you guys can join them. So that should be pretty good. And then we will, again, we're going to move any other planes to Rome for some reorganization. Let us see. I do not really want to do any training at the moment. Although, can I? Yeah, I can't train any more Alpine. I definitely want the Alpine. I feel like that was something I really missed in the last campaign with Italy. So that's definitely something to do here. And I think I'm going to build up civilian factories in a lot of places. And we'll still leave some room for military factories, but I think that for the most part, these things are going to get some more space. So, usually they get some more building slots and things like that from the national focuses. So, hopefully, this is a good thing to do. I guess maybe not quite that many, just because I don't start with very many civilian factories. So, they'll be growing. Start with, ones that have a lot to them. Let's kind of do it in descending order here. And hopefully that's a good idea. I have no idea if it's good or not, but I like to think it is. So here, kind of have a hodgepodge of everything. I'm going to create a front line here, and then I'm going to take these three, and I'm going to make their front line here. And just kind of threaten Yugoslavia a little bit. Hopefully that's something that happens. Now, I think that for the most part, I should put... let's do 2 of these. I don't want to do any light tanks right now. This seems fine. We'll do 1 light tank, 1 more support equipment, and then we'll finish out with infantry. I want to do a lot of infantry equipment right now, just because I don't really want to have stuff. We do have aluminum. That's the close air support, but we don't have rubber, so we can't really utilize that. And I don't want to trade for rubber because I don't want to... frankly, I don't want to be trading for much of anything. But I think we can use whatever steel we have. So let's have this. And hopefully that's not going to put us into deficits. We may change this up. Let's see. I don't think that's changed. Let's go to like trade and see if it's been updated at all. I know that the minute I unpause, all this production would, if we changed anything, this would all go away. So hopefully that's okay. Let's see, 16, 24, 32, 34, and then we have the ships, which is 14, 28 plus the 34 is 52, 54, 56, 58, 59 now units of steel, and that's it. So actually less steel. Well, hopefully that works itself out. I am going to do a little bit different than the just capital ship idea that we had going on. And I do like saying we're just going to do one, with the exception of convoys, saying we're just going to do one. But I am going to build convoys, because I need convoys, a lot of them. So that's going to be good. And then I think we'll just put one into the battleship. Oh, that actually changes the production amount. Okay, that's what does that. Okay, well, I have 2 to use, 2 steel to use before I have to trade. And again, I do not wish to trade, so let's go ahead and do the light cruiser here, and let's go to that light cruiser. It is a Monticelli class, and yeah, we need man the guns to really do anything with that, so we won't do that. Research slot. Well, this looks like it's really needed. Anything that's 1918, I'm gonna do for sure. And we do have 1936 stuff here. Let's check some other places. Definitely light tanks. We need to get that going before we produce too many of them. This isn't a terrible idea, but I think we really need to get our stuff going on this side first before we get any of that. We do have air. Yes, we do. We have air. That's fine. No divisions. That's fine as well. And insufficient resources. That's fine. National focus. Again, I don't have whatever DLC is necessary for Italy. This won't be our final campaign on Italy. It's one reason why I don't really have a goal to the campaign other than to survive. So this will be a nice short focus, and then we'll be focusing in here. But I usually go for this first, the research slot. Anytime there is one, I definitely want to get that. Just want to check and make sure there's not any others going, and I like to get that as quickly as possible, but I am noticing that these are very quick, but I still think I'm going to be saying no, let's go ahead and get that research slot as quickly as possible. So that requires industrial effort too, so that's where we're going. And here we go. Yeah, add some infrastructure. That's never a bad thing, but I think that's where we're going first. I do know that we're going to have to do this one quickly so that we can support nationalist Spain while they're still in their civil war. So we'll break from doing this to get those two going, but we are going to start with this, Ethiopian war logistics. So yeah, let's start with that national focus. And then I think I just want to build up political power with the rest of that. I am going to attempt to join the Axis, so I am not going to try and form my own faction or anything like that. I'm just going to play it, kind of safe. So we're going to go up to speed 3. Oh, we do need to get generals in charge. Let's get that going. Messe seems to be the best. He is a tank guy. I would rather have tanks, but we need to get him some experience because he's level 4, so that's pretty good. Is there anyone who's got like a mountain benefits? I don't think so. Nope. So we will just do Messe for our main combat here. And you can just do something who's good. Promote defense and logistics. That's not terrible. This guy is darn near free to grow here. Organization lost when moving. It's interesting. Yeah, so this would be a guy to be defensive. Which admittedly, at least half of my... at least half my plan against France when the war starts will be just to defense it up. And I think that's a good one to do here. This guy, when France starts, that guy will just be defensive right here, while Messe will try and invade from the south. I think that's good. So I think we might be ready to unpause and hope that everything works out. I think so. I know that one of the problems I had in my last campaign was that I very, very quickly tried to kind of fight everywhere and lost. And what I wound up having was I had no real men here, and I had naval invasions going from everywhere. So I think that this time my main idea is once the war kicks off, I'm going to try and kick the Allies out of their islands in the Mediterranean, at least, and try and focus on getting the Mediterranean secure so that we won't have to worry about naval invasions. If anything, we're going to try and get our own naval invasions, which is going to mean naval superiority is going to be a really, really big deal for us around here. So that's going to be something that I'm focused on, is that kind of naval game, and hopefully it works out. Hopefully it works out. We do still have the same situation with resources, which is exactly what I want. And then once he is in position, we're going to move. And hopefully it will go very, very quickly because I've put all my Alpine units up here and we've got it all ready to go. And we just are overwhelming them. If I can take it by like June, it'll be very successful. If you can take it by April, it'll be great. If I'm, into 1937, then this was a bad strategy. But we're learning, right? That's the whole point. These guys should be flying their missions, kind of weakening up the army a little bit. You can already see that they're losing some supply. So that's good. Oh, hey, they decided to try an attack. Well, I welcome your attack. Please do. Because I don't think that's going to work out well for you. Missing equipment production. Artillery. That is interesting. We'll do some towed artillery, but I don't think that's going to really matter much. Definitely put it over the close air support, though. I care about it more than the close air support. Alright, we are almost in position. Probably tell them to launch on February 1st, whether they're in a position or not. Although maybe that's not a good idea. Just wait for them to be in position so it's less risky. It's only a couple more days, probably. Like, I don't think we have anyone who's still coming down. No. These guys are, they're moving slower. The South's not really as much of a problem. Let's go ahead and go. Because the North is where things are really at. Now I have free dockyards. I'm just going to do... How much steel do I have before I run into problems? I have 4 steel. So, oh, I completed the light cruiser. Let's go ahead and just put it into these 2 destroyers there. And it'll be fine. You can see I'm already winning these fights up in the north. I think that's really, really good. Now, I did notice in an off-screen thing, this is where it is. We can go aggressive, and I want to be very aggressive against an inferior enemy. So, go, go, and go. I'm going to try and be a little more hands-off about it this time. Things are moving very slowly in the north. Usually for Ethiopia, you have to take the capital and Gondar up here. And that's probably all you need to take, to be honest. This is a little bit overkill, but overkill is not a bad thing. Nice and quick. So there we go. Yeah, they're keeping pushing. That's what we want to see. Just want to keep the push. Keep the push. Alright, we have bases in low supply in East Africa. Well, that's okay. We are running out of fuel, which is surprising. And that's another thing we could do is ahead of the war, instead of attacking like normal, trying to take over this area, we could actually attack Yemen and Saudi Arabia and things like that for oil. So our ships could use more of that. Did we take Gondar already? No, we have not. Very close to it, though. This should work out very well. My first run, I really didn't commit to this war. I sent like the 3 tanks and that's it. So this is much, much better. Missing equipment production. Fighter. I don't care. I'm going to be reorganizing the Air Force anyway. Which I will do after this episode, in between episodes, really take a look at the Air Force and the Navy that's up there in the north. Yeah, we continue to push. This is really good. Problem, of course, is that there's not really much that's not taken. But maybe a Yemen wouldn't be terrible. Let's look at resources. Is that one of the map modes? Should be. Yeah, there it is. So yeah, Yemen has 1 oil. Saudi Arabia has 3 oil up here. Iraq has 23. Wow. Okay, so Iraq's the real prize. We could get over to Iraq and Iran. The trick would be defending them. Because like I could fabricate on or justify on Iraq, no problem. And probably be able to land over here in the Persian Gulf and win that no problem. Maybe even fabricate on Iran. The trick would be defending against the United Kingdom here and here. It's a thought. It is a thought. But I think that maybe just trading with them would be better. Alright, so Ethiopian war logistics is done. We need to have Triumph in Africa. We need to own Ethiopia, which I think we would do pretty quickly, but I think I'm still going to do 70 days here and then come back for Triumph in Africa. We did take Gondar up here. We're just waiting to take the capital, I think, and then Ethiopia will fall. And we are still losing a lot of equipment, but we still have some. Alright, so we have completed some of those ships. We only have 2 steel to use. I think I'm just going to go in a little bit of debt to get those ships done. As far as steel goes, be 1 steel short. Again, I'm not trading because I want those civilian factories, which is another reason that I did that national focus. And I'm not training any new divisions because I don't have surplus of stuff. I guess I have a motorized surplus of 100, which is not very good. Okay, we've got some more of those ships are done. I have 2 dockyards, and I think we're going to do a convoy and a destroyer one. We're 2 steel down now, but that's fine. We're just waiting to take the capital here, which I believe was this province. Yep, we're at 90. Things going swimmingly against Ethiopia. Not that that's overly hard to do, but we do have 6 steel, so the question now becomes whether or not to do this. Yeah, I think we do that, go down 1. And I'm going to build another submarine. With this class. And I'm going to put the remaining 2 there, and that puts us only 4 steel down, which is fine. Let me make sure that that is not infinite. Yeah, I don't want infinite. I want just 1 at a time. And we have completed this one. For more research speed, I want even more research speed, please. Mechanical computing. Research, research, research. That's the name of the game to me. Here. We'll see what Germany does to me. They have had poor decisions in the past. That should be it, and it is. Great news! Ethiopia has capitulated. I'm joined all of their land for myself. And there we go. Peace conference is over. We have won. And I think that's as good a place as any to end this episode. I've been Takabola Gaming. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see you next time.